Yo, what's going on with y'all boys, man? We here back again for another video. I'm making this video on such short notice, like I didn't prepare anything. I kind of just thought of it and did it. But yeah, right before I get into the story, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Today's story time, I'm gonna tell two stories in one video today of how I got cheated on both times. And one of them was recent, and one of them was like damn near 5 years ago. Yeah, I know I was young then, like I'm only 17, so I was like 13, 12. My bad, I'm a little hot. I just got out of the shower. But, okay, the first one, I'm doing a chronological order. I was in 7th grade. And I was dating this girl that was a 6. I ain't gonna lie, if y'all know me, y'all probably do know this girl. I'm not gonna name drop, but my homeboys, y'all know this girl. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story about how me and her met. Me and her, but she lived in my neighborhood. I wouldn't say she stayed in my neighborhood. She stayed she stayed in my neighborhood basically. And we met one day. I was in 7th grade. You know, she was coming over there, and yeah, it was another day she came after we met, and I was like with all my homeboys and junk. You know, she's actually the cousin of my homeboy. And so yeah, we had took pictures and all that and junk. She had got my number so she could send the pictures to me. And I was gonna post them on Instagram. So she does that and stuff, she's we conversating a little bit, she cool, she give me, a cool vibe. And this is the stupidest thing I ever done because I'm young and stuff, so I don't know at this point. And this was like the first girl that I was like ever pulling. Cause I was in 7th grade at this point. If you ever seen me in 7th grade, I was ugly. I had super short dreads. I want to say it was like maybe this long. I didn't even have dreads at that point, but my hair was in a twist and it was like this long. I was wearing a mask and I was a little bit chubby. So, yeah, she, tries to get at me and stuff, telling me that I'm cute. And she asked me out like right there. That first day she got my number, she asked me out. And I say yes, because, I was stupid. So, me and her, we dating for like a cool minute. And the first red flag was, so I guess she went to her friend's house or something like that. And my cousin that stays in that city that she was in was over at her friend's house as well. My cousin ended up trying to crack the girl that I was dating. But she didn't let him crack. I don't know if she did. To this day, she says she didn't though. So yeah. And, we was dating for a smooth minute. The next thing that happened was I have an uncle and he's like 5 years older than me. So crazy voice crack. But yeah, he's like 5 years older than me. So she ends up trying to get on him as well. Mind you, we're in 7th grade. 5 years, that's like, I think my uncle is like a junior or a senior in high school. I don't know. But yeah, she ends up trying to get on him. He screenshots the messages and stuff, and no, he didn't screenshot it. He told me, and I didn't believe him. So I ended up finding out one day, and then I don't know. I guess I didn't care because she technically didn't cheat. She tried to. But the next thing. Okay, this is where me and her broke up. This was strike 3. It was gone. So one night, her and my cousin Ish, they were best friends, God rest his soul. But they was on the phone one night. This is like back when Ish was living with me. If y'all know me, Ish lived with me from I want to say 2020 to maybe 2023. Hold on, let me turn this TV down. He lived with me from like 2020 to 2023. No, it's 2021 to 2023 actually. So he lived with me for like 2 years. So they was on the phone one night because they was best friends and junk. And I was in the next room trying to go to sleep. Mind you, I got thin walls. I can hear everything. He was in the kitchen eating, I guess, and they was on the phone. And she ends up telling Ish about some nigga that she met, and I guess he was trying to get at her and do some things to her on the bus. That's what he said to her. And she tells him that. And then she was calling him cute and stuff like that. When I heard that, I ain't gonna lie, bro, my heart broke. Cause mind you, I'm ugly at this time. This is literally the only girl that was giving me the time of day. I didn't even say nothing to her. We didn't argue, none of that. It just blocked her on everything. That was probably the best decision I made in my life. Of course, I still have some run-ins with this girl even till now. My bad, even to this day, I do have run-ins with her. Not like that, like we messing with each other, like she be doing some crazy junk. But let me drink some water real quick. That's the end of the first story. Let me tell y'all the second one. All right, so for the next one, this happened like, it's not even super recent. It's like damn near a year ago now. And this was last summer when I was dating this girl. I didn't really consider this cheating, but looking back on it now, it is. So I was when I was dating this girl for the summer, so we dated for like 2 months. I'm taking this girl out to the mall. I'm spending hundreds of dollars on her. I took her out to eat. It was one time, bro, when I didn't bring enough money. I didn't bring enough cash on me. And, you know, she picked up the bill. You know, she gave me a little extra 20 to pay for the rest. But that was a W on her part. If you see this, appreciate it. But yeah, I was doing all that, you know, being a good boyfriend, you know, talking on the phone every night. And, you know, so I want to say, this is before we even got together, we was arguing. So that should have been my red flag not to even get with her. But once again, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. So me and her, we end up dating. And we arguing literally every single day for 2 months straight. So, where do I start with this? We was arguing bad one day. Like, it was the worst argument out of our entire relationship. Like, she was crying and stuff. Like, so, yeah, the next day after we argued that night, because she went to sleep mad, and I tried to talk to her about it. And I tried to say, oh, I don't want you going to sleep mad. And, you know, I'm going to admit to my wrongs. And I did admit to what I did wrong. I did say some bad things, and I admitted to it. So she ends up saying like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'll go to sleep mad. And yeah, so she does that. And the next day, you know, I'm talking to her and stuff. But we're not talking about the situation yet. I was going to talk to her about the situation probably later on in the night. If y'all know, if y'all were watching my videos during the summer, y'all know I uploaded a video of me cleaning the car and fixing my pull-up bar. That video is where all this happened. I was texting her in between the clips. So she ends up telling me, like, oh, I can't hold this in anymore. One thing about y'all girls, though, I don't know why y'all be doing this junk where y'all go on the internet and say something whenever y'all feel any emotion about yourselves, y'all go post it in notes and stuff like that. She ends up posting in the notes. Basically, I can't remember, but she was saying something about our relationship or how she was feeling sad or something like that. A nigga slides up on her junk, and they end up conversating about it, and he basically calms her down, you know, gets her good and stuff like that. End up conversating about it, and she went and talked to him. Now let's backtrack a little bit. I say backtrack a little bit to last night. Before that argument, I'm asking her to talk to me and junk, so she won't go to sleep mad. I'm trying to resolve this because I know it could have led to more issues. And guess what it did? Led to more issues. So yeah, she ends up doing that. And I confront her about it, bro. I'm going off on her like, oh, I tried to talk to you about it, but you go talk to this random ass nigga, whoop. And she's crying and junk. And I don't know if this was her mom texting me or it was her trying to play me like I was stupid. Which to this day, I don't believe it. But she was talking about, oh, she messed up and I'll talk to her about it and she doesn't know she did wrong. She went through a lot when she was young, bro. Nobody cares about that junk. Nobody. Everybody done went through something. You not special. But, yeah, everybody done went through junk, bro. That don't mean you need to cheat. I don't cheat. And that's crazy because most of the time when I'm single, I'm out here acting like a hoe, bro. Like, one thing I don't do when I'm in a relationship, I don't cheat at all. If I want to go talk to somebody else, I'll break up with you before I do that, and I've done it before. I'll admit, like, there's been times where my relationship was on the, the cusp of ending, and, I looked at somebody that I wanted, and I broke off the things with a girl to go get with another one. If you say that's cheating, it's not. It's not. Because I didn't text the girl, then it wasn't like her story or nothing like that when I was with another person. I'm just using this as a hypothetical. Well, nah, because I said that I did it. But I didn't do that. I didn't go and cheat. I don't do that, John. The only time that I cheated was back in the first story. That girl, she basically when she was trying to get on my uncle and jump, I cheated on her with a girl, but we stayed together. She did her 1-2, I did my 1-2. You feel me? So yeah, her mom, her quote unquote mom, is telling me all this stuff. Like, you want to know what's crazy? After we had that argument, I forgave her. Then we got into another argument the next day, and then that's when we broke up. The reason why me and her broke up is because if you know me or I've talked to you about my exes or anything like that, you're gonna know who this is based off the little breakup story. So we arguing and junk. She said she want a break. I said I don't do breaks because it's either we staying together or we getting through this, we talking it out, or we breaking up. That's just what it is. So yeah, she ends up picking a break. I'll give credit to her. She stood on her shit. You feel me? So hey, if she wanted a break, I gave her a permanent one. So yeah, that's how me and her broke up, and that's how I got cheated on 2 times. 2 times. Technically more, but I can give y'all a part 2 of how I got cheated on some more times. But the thing is, the other times, the girls that I was talking to, we wasn't in a relationship yet, but we already said that we was going to be loyal to each other, and they didn't do that. So, let me know if y'all want part 2 in the comments. I really do appreciate y'all for tuning into this short video. I made this on such short notice, and I didn't plan it at all. I just got on here and started talking. I know y'all noticed I got a headboard and junk now. So I don't know if y'all seen on my last video, I was sitting on the floor like over here. That's because I didn't want to sit on my bed and y'all to see that I didn't have a headboard. But I got a real proper bed now. I don't know if I'm pretty sure y'all can't hear that, but I got an air purifier in the back. Yeah, that's enough yapping off. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, grateful for y'all, and I'll see y'all next video.